Okay, today we're going to look at the TXR-002. It came out around the time of Robocop, the first one, and I'll have to look up online and see if I can get you an actual date. It wasn't for sale in the United States initially. I saw it advertised like in a popular electronics magazine or something back in the early 90s or whenever that was. And I was over in Japan on a business trip, and so I made it a point to stop by one of their largest toy stores in downtown Tokyo and saw this and picked it up. Ended up having to carry this thing on my arm for 2 weeks, but it was the only way I could get one. And it's a kit, the huge box back there. Here's my hand for scale. When you put it together, well, you know, a regular remote control, for example, you can see it's not big, but when you get it in kit form, the box is very big. I'm not sure if there's anything on the box that would interest anyone. I guess if you can read Japanese, or here you go with this. It's basically showing you the parts. Got the whole box down there, but it also comes with the instruction manual. It's partially in English and Japanese, telling you what tools you're going to need, and basically it's just a lot of pages of very good drawings, very good pictures. You can put it together just based on the pictures. Now the only thing that, well, I was surprised that the battery still works at all. This still has the original battery. Like I say, we'll get the date. I'll look it up online, we'll find out what that was, but the battery's got to be pushing almost 30 years old, I would think, 25, 30, somewhere in there. So it isn't holding a complete charge. I can't really make all things work right, but it's holding a pretty good charge, or at least it was. Now the light they have over here on this side is a regular light bulb. It's pre-LEDs. So I have unplugged that, because if I turn the light on, it throws a heck of a draw on the batteries. The light does work though. The only thing that isn't working right now is the claw, and the claw you could position manually, turn it like this, but it's supposed to open and close repeatedly when you hold that control. The motor is running, the claw's not moving. Pretty much means there's probably a split gear in there. There is an on-off switch hiding back in here. Well, it's probably better if we just turn it on and let you see some of the functions. Hopefully I won't drive it off onto the floor. You get this big remote with all of these controls. So when you want to go left, well, there's that stupid light draining the batteries. Let me unplug that. I thought I had. So when you want to go, you can raise and lower the body, as you can see, and you can shift this way. And when you shift it like that, and then if you start driving, that'll make it turn. The arm function that's not working right, the manipulator, hear that motor running? This should be opening and closing at that point. No, that was moving this stick this way. When I move the stick this way, that would turn the light off and on. Now moving the stick forward and backward will do what you think. It would make it drive forward and back, and it's proportional. Since I haven't got a lot of room up there, well, let's turn it sideways. It can really book, and if you turn the legs, so you can make it do things like that. You can go slower. You don't have to go fast. You can combine all the functions that you want. It's so you can see it's really a pretty cool. Trying to remember which way is what. And if I just go back. So you could drive it in all directions. You could tilt it. You could make it move. You have a light function that you can plug on when your battery's in better shape. By the way, the battery pack is sitting up here on top so you can get to it. to unplug it. You could probably make up another one of these at 7.2 volts at 120 milliamps. That light probably draws about 100 milliamps on its own. But something a person could make up again if they wanted to. I'm just surprised that it still works. Don't see any date on the battery. I thought maybe they just had that popping in my head that maybe there would be one there. But there you have it. It's your rare TXR-002 1/20th scale ultimate 4-channel radio controlled robot kit. There was a yen price on there at the time, I believe. And I've got this light on, we don't need that. So, I think that's it. Here's the rest of the box for those that are interested, sitting down here on the floor because it's so big. See, all the parts would come in different containers over here. You'd had the battery and the charger, for example. Since it's a rechargeable battery pack, it has this little wall wart charger, which I just used to charge it up. And that's that. Don't know if you're going to see another one of those running anywhere.